Hello, Recon 7 and welcome back to Combat Mission Battle for Normandy. We continue the Scottish Corridor campaign as we hit episode 7 on the Odon Bridges scenario. So we are the Argyll and Southern Highlanders, the last battle with the Argyll and Southern Highlanders in the Scottish Corridor campaign, and we are holding off against the 10th SS Division. And we are holding, actually, so we've got 14 minutes left in this scenario. The Germans have encroached upon a minor victory point objective, but we are holding firmly our main objective here at the actual bridgehead. Last episode we found out not only had the Germans brought 4 Panzer IVs to the fight, but they also had brought 4 half-tracks as well. So I think it was two 37mm, one 75mm, and then one with just a 7.92mm machine gun. So a variety of support weapons. In fact, we can see one of them just there with one of the 37mm. So definitely a threat to us. That said, there's not a huge amount of time left. We have inflicted lots of infantry casualties upon the Germans, and they really didn't push forward much in the last episode. They did bring their armour support into this little building here, but they didn't really get any further forward with their infantry. We also a couple of things happened in terms of trying to take on these Panzer IVs. We had another go at attacking this Panzer IV, which was a complete failure. Let's be honest. We missed with one Piat shot, and then we had the tank took out 2 teams essentially. And in fact, one of the teams, the guy armed with the Piat, decided to shoot his bolt action rifle at the tank instead of the Piat, which was an interesting choice. So that was pretty unaffected, and we've made a decision. Look, just ignore that Panzer. We'll just stay at its fire arc. We're never going to push the Germans out of this objective. Aside from the nice points benefit of killing them, there's not really a solid advantage. So we're going to hold off on that. We did put 2 Piats into a Panzer IV in this area. Both penetrated, both on the left side of the hull. Hasn't seemed to inflict that much damage on it, to be perfectly honest. It's still merrily driving around. And then on our side, do you know, I'm really actually frustrated. I made the decision, but we sent our brain carrier kind of looping around the back to potentially kind of find their HQ or pick off some stragglers, and essentially stumbled across a guy with a Panzerschreck, and that was that. And that was a very poor decision, very combat mission, to be honest. There was no need to kind of go roving there. It didn't really help us in terms of the objective, and I think it was just a smidge of rustiness having been at the game for so long. So definitely frustrated there. I think that was a poor decision to make. But anyway, let's not dwell on that. So that's our kind of main front. On the other side of things, we've got a German infantry push towards the main objective, which does come up into this field. That said, I think we're holding it off relatively well. We've got kind of a Bren as part of this universal carrier. We've got heavy machine gun and infantry section, although they've lost about half their men. And we are bringing up a couple of other Bren detachments in support, so I'm pretty confident we're going to push this back without much difficulty. Only other thing worth talking about is we have got some howitzers incoming in 2 minutes, and the idea being hopefully we can inflict some damage upon their armour support. So we have seen 1 Panzer and 3 of the half-tracks, oh no, in fact 4 of the half-tracks in this little area. So we know they are there or thereabouts. So we're hoping some of our howitzer shells can do some damage there. And that's it. So without further ado, let's crack on, because I would quite like to see if we can finish this scenario in this episode. That's right, at the end of the last episode we also gave the order to pull these infantry guys back from front lines, as the howitzer barrage is pretty close to our own troops, like worryingly close. So we're going to pull back as many kind of guys we can. We'll pull back this Bren carrier at the end of this minute as well, just so we don't inflict casualties upon our own troops. But unfortunately, the way we are at the minute, we just have to drop them to kind of danger close. I can hear lots of German artillery behind us, which we'll go take a look at in a moment. Is that the tank? We've spied it again. Oh, he's gone away. Let's have a quick spin round. So actually, that's our own artillery. That's right. So this was our priests getting some good work done there. Again, not the best area for them, but we were struggling with observers. Oh, that's worrying. Tank symbol there, which... well, he's okay, fine. can't really go anywhere, but keep an eye on that. Okay, into command phase. Let's pull this guy back. Let's reverse yourself to say here. So you're just a truck. Why don't you chaps get in said carrier and move out of the way, if nothing else. No point in having it there and having it shot up. And then one thing to look at is these guys should be in position now to come round. Indeed they are. Let's get you up this way. And in fact, yeah, I'm going to do this and then have one of yous. Oh no, it's one section with two guns, it's not two sections. So let's just have you come around here and support. Good. And I don't think any other tweaks are required, he says. Noticing there's so many of our troops have pulled back from the front line. I'm going to push over in this direction, but time is now firmly on our side. We just need to convince the Germans for the next 10 minutes not to do anything. I think okay. And to be honest, I don't think they're getting into our main objective even now, but I also want to keep them interested in this area long enough for our howitzers to fall. Because what we don't want is them all start moving out before we get artillery in, and then it kind of doesn't do anything useful. What's it? In fact, it might not be. Okay, we're spotting now. Good. So now it's just a bit luck of a draw, and in fact, I want to pull you guys back to about there, because I don't want to drop any shells on you. Okay, let's push on. So we are going to have to keep showing force along here long enough. I say just keep the Germans interested, give them some things to shoot at essentially, so that they keep their armoured forces in here. Oh, looks like one of them got caught, yeah. Oh, alright. Ooh. Looks like our carrier got caught there. From the, is that another 30? Yeah, another 37 half track. Okay. Haven't seen any howitzer shells fall in this area, which is a bit unfortunate. So that's what we're waiting on now, the spotting round. Just more of a pre-scum and lost all contact with the Germans back here, which is good. I suspect they have just gone to ground. We can do a quick flick back. That's there is a few more German rounds coming in. But generally we're doing okay. What time of day is it? It's getting late in the day actually. Although the daylight still looks good. But yeah, I reckon this is petered out, this attack. Okay. Good. So who actually has eyes on this tank? Oh, it's you all the way back there. Interesting. Okay. So again, these guys move into position. We could probably move this carrier down. He was just guarding this flank. I'm not sure there's anyone left there from a German perspective. I don't want to send him marauding around like that, but it could be useful in other situations. Might, in the very least, get him to come back out onto this main road. And then we can make a decision if we want to move him around. Aside from that, I think it's just going to be a hold fire and wait for the shells to fall. As our troops probably pray for darkness. There's a lot of a lot of ammunition being used there. Okay, well that's the end of that. Right. Oh, that was miles off. Come on, artillery. Need to dial it in. And given the barrage was here last time, you think that would give them a good advantage in how they've got to move it down, you know? Yes, you'd have to tweak it, but you think given they've already like had targets locked in here, your first shot I'm surprised would be over there. Obviously it's not quite how it's modelled. Okay, oh, we're getting some more spots over here. Some Germans appearing at the forest. They have got to be in a bad way. Let's go back to command phase. I'm actually going to get... Chaps, I don't want you to go too far because I'm well aware there is guys in that field. But let's maybe have you push forward a little bit just to open up your angles slightly. And then we can get this other one to cover that position. So I think that attack is thoroughly dented. You guys are just going to hold the line. You seem to have run away for no particular reason. Go stand yourself there. Yeah, morale, I think I've said it every episode now, is well and truly shot. So we're just doing what we can with what we've got. Okay, let's keep going another minute. Let's see if we can get these howitzers involved. Because I really would like to take out some of these vehicles, even if it's not going to change the outcome. Still shots going out from our boys. Come on. That's in the same place as last time. Right, they're pushed back, that's good. We have broken again. Now it's all bring that quiet, and quiet I will take. If things don't move for the next 10 minutes, I'm kind of okay with that. We will have held them, we've held the main objective. I mean, we've taken a horrendous amount of casualties. But it will do. This spotting is pretty frustrating, not gonna lie. Right, you guys have got that all locked down. Is there anything else I really want to make tweaky-wise over here? Probably not. Probably I don't want... I probably didn't want all three sections in this forest, actually. Would have been better served having another one over here. But I don't think I'm going to move them around. Okay, let's go command phase. Let's move these guys back to where they were. Appreciating that they're not that happy with things at the moment. But like I said, keep them interested, keep some shots coming out. And pray that our artillery gets on target. Right, let's go again. We have some limited backup if we do decide that was better. Still not great. An armour push. We've got a couple of Piats kind of lining this hedgerow. That's pretty minimal forces. So we've definitely got the kind of Germans stopped here. I think they might have given up pushing, to be honest, which I'm not surprised at. They're probably as done in as we are. Okay. Right, come on. No, didn't hit him. I'm annoyed 2 P8s didn't do more damage to this thing, but there you go. Could always try for a third. Maybe we'll do that since we're getting nowhere with this. Although he is broken, so I'm worried as soon as he sees the tank he's gonna freak out. But I'm in that kinda... I'm in that stage where... You're arrested, so I can have you go... Actually, I can have you go quick, you don't need to walk. I'm in a stage where I can't... and it's a bad state of affairs to be. And one you should tend to avoid if you're playing this game. Where I just want to do something. So the question is, can I get here without him spotting me? So I don't know how good his vision is. This might go bad for Private Glenn. We actually have some shots coming from a tree line. We don't have that much with which to answer with. So we don't have that many automatic weapons. I'm really surprised you guys have survived given the amount of artillery we dropped in that position. What have we got? Here's a brain gunner. Would you are arrested? Do me the privilege of getting into position. Just looking for a quick gap in the hedges. Oh, there's one there. Yeah, get yourself to there would be fantastic. Good, we can respond to that slightly. Okay, let's go and we'll see if Private Glenn can do this Piet. Yeah. Oh, that was better. That was a lot better. We might even get the fire for effect. One man against the might of German Reich. Of course, the real danger is if they've got some supporting infantry. Oof. But we've had a good job of kind of clearing that. He says, as he notices the infantry symbols. Oh, getting there. Come on, Private Glenn. Poor Glenn. What took you out, actually? I'm not sure. It might have been this Panzer actually just got sight of you. That's what it sounds like. Oh, that's unfortunate. Apologies, Private Glenn. Right, here, surely, fire for effect. Yay! Okay. You guys are in position. Yeah, you can see it, so you will fire. That is good. Don't think you need more tweaks because my tweaks a minute just seem to be getting my own men killed. Sometimes you're in that position where actually you're better off doing nothing. So yeah, let's do nothing. Now we probably won't get to see what our actual impact is over here until afterwards. There's so many vehicles in such a small area, surely we're going to hit at least one of them. And if we get proper kills, we should at least see the black smoke. Or we might see the black smoke. You don't always get it. So that's what I mean. The pillars at the minute are 3 my brain carriers and one of their panzers. Driving around. Looks like we've silenced the Germans over there, which is excellent. Whoever's left and hide in the woods. Oh! Oh, nice. Does look like they're making a push for this hedgerow. Can't see any damage off that brief glimpse we got there, but there's plenty more rounds incoming. So, things I would like to do. For a start, let's go command phase. You need to come over here. So if we do push a bit image up this hedgerow, then we need to make sure we have some guys in our secondary defense line with which to answer, or to hold them in place. You should also move down here. You are arrested, so you can jog down here. Good. With 7 minutes left, I don't think it's going to matter too much, but we might as well do it. Be sensible about things. Okay, let's push in. Let's see where these shells land. It's not good anymore in this kind of area. Maybe some damage there. Don't know. That said, I thought we were going to get some damage before and we did not. Oh, that looked very close. So there's definitely some injuries caused there. Who is... Oh, I'm surprised he has sight range. Okay, he may be making a push down the road here, which could certainly be bad for us. There's not a lot we can do about it. Everything else is fairly quiet. Yes, you'll just... Oh, are you out of ammo? Just about. Ah, that's poor timing, my friend. It is poor timing. I wonder... Now, there's something I don't know. If units can share ammo between them. I know you can for heavier weapons, but I don't know if you can for small arms. I will do that just in case. Okay, meanwhile, we have this half-track coming down the road. We've got some Piats, but only really if you get much further down. For that, we might be relying on small arms to kind of get the job done. Are you just a carrier? Yes, you are. Do you want to just get out of the way? Okay, so there's definitely one guy left in there, I think. But we shall see. We might have caused enough injuries to the crew that becomes kind of combat ineffective. Oh, I meant to check how many shells were left on the salvo. Not that it's going to make any difference, but from a just for information point of... Well, he's definitely still coming. They're all coming now. Hello. Right, so you... Hang on. Yeah, so we have managed to kill the entire gun crew. So this has just got a driver in it at the minute. And we've blocked the road with our abandoned universal carrier. So he's taken a lot of ancillary damage. You guys are doing okay. You've still got... Is that one driver and one gunner? No, you've still got the drivers and both gunners. Okay. So you've not taken as much damage. Which is a shame, because I would have liked to have taken that out as well. That's probably going to cause us a lot more problems when it rocks up. And you're in a pretty bad place, but I'm not sure I can really pull you out. I probably want... oh, I need to wait to end this minute. Depending on what happens here, I'm probably going to pull this Piat guy over to here, because I think they're more likely to come down this way than to charge straight down this road. And if you do come straight down this road, I do have another Piat as well. Although the objective is down that road, so we could be making some kind of mad dash into the objective zone. Which, while gamey, is entirely possible. Where are they going? See, that would have been good, but I think they've now moved out of the way. Okay, so there's a couple of things we're going to do. Just a quick check down here. Again, a few bits of infantry, but nothing to worry about. Okay, command phase, please. Okay, so possibility of shelling our own men or not, you are going to have to come and do a job for us. I think that should work quite nicely if you can get there in time. Just a quick check of a target. Claiming you will not be able to see there. Okay. What if we moved one action square further south? And I don't know if it's just a way of a line of sight tool not working particularly well with the bocage, etc, etc. You're claiming not to be able to see it either, which I don't believe, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so we're gonna. I am gonna try the corner. I think that's a better place. I'm sure that they're gonna be able to see that truck when they look through. There is no windows on the side. The other option I would be is I could come round here into the bottom story of that house, but I think that's a better angle. Meanwhile, brave Pixel Trippin, I would like you to come up here and here. Much more precarious. I think that'll give us a good second option. Yeah, it's a bad time for my two sections to have ended up on top of each other. So I'm going to have you guys pull back slightly. Okay. Apart from that, I think it's time just to hit the button and see what happens. 5 minutes left. Oh, don't go too far. Where is he going? Although actually, coming a little bit further is not too bad. It's as long as he doesn't like end up hidden behind home Bren carrier. Has he gone into the field? Potentially. Oh, no, he's still there. Oh, hello, come on. Now's your time to shine. Oh! Excellent. Well done, Harper. Well done, Private Harper. Let's relive your moment of glory. Nice, straight shot. Ah, and you rounded it off with a rifle kill to get the last man. That's a thorough job, well done. Good job, Harper. This scares the Jesus out of me. The bejesus out of me, I should say. But can't do much about that. 4 minutes left, so let's see what mad plans they've got for their Panzer. Again, we have, well, one Piet, which may or may not be enough to do anything about that Panzer if it comes a storming. Okay, command phase. I'd very much like you to come and hold the line here, please. We'll try and push up this hedgerow and see what we can see. Everything else along here is good. You chaps are hanging around here for no really good reason. You are tiring, so I'm just going to need to walk back up to this line. And everything over this side looks perfectly stable, so we'll just leave that where it is. Hold the line. Oh yeah, let's quick check, see if we have any shells left. 1 minute. 62 shells. Feels like more than a minute's worth, but take your word for it. And obviously, no direct hits to take out Panzer, which is a fairly difficult thing to do, so fair enough. Now the trick is, and maybe I should have asked him to hold, it would be because I don't want him to fire until the Panzer's in a better position. Panzer's angry. Oh, and that half track is super close. So that's the... I mean, it's completely useless, but there you go. Actually, it's kind of a good block for us. So that other Panzer's just sat himself here, presumably taking pot shots at probably this guy, potentially this squad here, or section I should say. Oh, here he comes. Now the question is when this guy's going to take his chance, and what effect, if any, that's going to have. Well, this could be an exciting minute, this next one. You've got 2 shells, or bombs, or... I suppose they're not bombs. Rockets, there we go. 2 rockets. You... Now let's go command phase. I'm going to move you slightly out of the way, because I don't want you getting taken out unnecessarily. You guys can stay there. Everything else I think is okay. And if the Panzer comes wandering down here, then obviously I'll pull him back over. But I'm hopeful we can deal with them with this. 3 minutes left. I think we're in a reasonable place. We'll see the conclusion of this mission in this episode. Let's just keep ticking forward. We'll see if... I don't know the name of this Peter man. We shall find out in a moment. Kemp. Private Kemp. Oh, there's a target for you, Kemp. How tantalising is that? Don't tell me you can't see him. You cannot see him. Hang on, hang on. Is it the wall? Maybe the wall is messing things up. Oh, we might miss a golden opportunity here. Especially as he's essentially stuck. That would have been beautiful.
Hello, round complete. End of mission.
Okay, that's the end of our fire support. Alright, okay. Wall or not, surely you can see that half track. How can you... So just because you're facing the wrong way, you should be able to stick your head through that hedge and say, hey look, there's a half track right there. Oh, Kemp, you frustrate me. I mean, it's not his fault. It's just some secondary ammo explosions. And you're going there. Okay. Right. 1 minute left. I'm going to try and move Kemp down in action square. Have them face this way. And surely we're going to be able to see that guy through the bocage. Hopefully get a peek into his posterior. We'll see what Harper can do with his... Oh no, you're out of ammo. No, don't do anything, Harper. You have done enough. Yeah, meanwhile, we're just going to have to duck and... Well, actually, no, not duck and cover. We're going to fall back. Fall back is exactly what we're going to do. They want that field, they can have it. Let's not give up any more soft targets. At this point, it doesn't really make a difference, but let's not lose anyone unnecessarily. I've done more than enough of that already. Okay. But it would be nice to take out one other vehicle with Kemp here. Is he going to get the chance? Apparently not. Can you see it yet? I cannot believe you can't see that. Ah, the joys of line of sight. Okay. And one more. Which again you aren't going to see, so nothing's going to happen. Okay, let's go command phase to the last minutes of the game. Just... Oh well, there you go. I'm not losing any sleep over it. You won't get the kill, which might make a difference in terms of points total, because I think this is going to be very, very tight, given our losses, given we lost an objective. I don't know how the results are going to be. But I don't want to make any changes in particular. I mean, is there any value in coming down one more action square? I mean, it's all a bit academical at this stage. Why not? We'll give it a shot. Even if he gets sight and nothing else, I still feel slightly justified. A final pot shot to say her cheerio. I should have given them a face command, shouldn't I? Because, you know, why would you look through the hedge to where the noises of the half-track are coming from? No wonder you're a -2, Kemp. Okay, we've got some shots going out here. Actually, that... Are you back to using your Bren? No. Okay. Well, that's a fair point. I don't know what's going to happen if we're going to get any extra time or not. Or overtime, whatever it's called. I can't remember what the briefing said. It was a long time ago that I last looked at the briefing. A final push from the Germans. That's going to go absolutely nowhere. Let's see what happens. Ooh, we are getting more time, which I really don't want, to be perfectly honest. I am not in a good position. What I really need is some kind of P asset over here. And I do not have one. I do not think I have the means of getting one over here either. Okay, I think we're just going to hit the button and hope things stay quiet for the next minute, which I suspect they will. Although I should have corrected your facing. As we now get into, what was it, 8:10 in the evening. I mean, obviously, fresher troops where they've now positioned their armour would be great for infantry assaults. How close they are to hedgerows, but I'll not worry about it. Is that? Hang on. What happened here? Is that you boys? You've thrown grenades. Yeah, you are. Oh, fantastic. Oh, what a shot. What a grenade. That was, there you go, bit of luck for us. Excellent. O'Brien, well done. Alright, end of this minute. Let's see if it's time. It is not. Okay, we're at 40 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm just going to kind of run the clock. If anything particularly interesting happens, then I'll bring it back. Failing that, I'll just bring it back at the end score, because there's no point sitting watching this for X minutes if nothing is going on. Okay, and we're back. Before, obviously, a bit of a giveaway because you'll see the screen, but I ended up being 10 full minutes of overtime, so an additional 9 to what you guys had already seen, and not a huge amount of ham. There was a very final German push at the end, which we'll look at when we review the map, but aside from that, it was a lot of sitting around waiting for nothing, so good decision to skip. Okay, headline, Odon Bridges, veteran difficulty, British Army, major victory, which this does not feel like a major victory, and I'm reluctant to take it as such. So we did keep Donjon, and we lost Gatehouse, fair enough. We got bonus points for casualties, 289, and we didn't get any bonus points for own casualties. So they didn't get any points for Donjon because we were still in control of that bottom left-hand section of it. So that's really interesting, actually. So it's the value of holding on to a little bit of it. Wow, they failed on casualty points. That's surprising. I felt like we lost a lot of men there. That is quite surprising. And then, yeah, they took a bunch of casualty. So we ended up winning 899 to 272. So it's a comfortable victory. Yeah, we lost 127 men, and that's a lot. In fact, that's only if we killed. Wounded and missing is another 60, so 187. So over 50% of our manpower wounded in the street, and he still didn't get casualty points. God knows what the target was. 10 armored vehicles, 3 other vehicles. I mean, that was a trouncing for the British Army, even though strategically, I suppose it was a victory. Meanwhile, wow, on their side, yeah, we killed, what was that, 284. Killed or wounded. They only had 50 men left. No wonder we weren't pushing. 1 tank, 2 armoured vehicles. So only... So that was what? The one we killed with the Piets was a tank and 1 armoured vehicle, and then 1 other, which was that grenade. So it looks like all our artillery did very little. Interesting. Okay, let's review the map. So... in the last kind of 8 minutes, what happened was they brought all their armour and sat in this field for most of it. At the very last minute, they did bring this tank all the way around here, which was mildly terrifying, because if they'd got the tank into this field, I had absolutely nothing to counter it. Yeah, so I wonder if we can see how damaged things are. We can indeed. Engine, yeah, okay, so that immobilized. So that did, as suspected, we immobilized that tank with that Piet hit. Meanwhile, this guy... No, I don't know for sure. Actually, he might be the other one. So he's just got a little damage on the tracks. This guy, a lot of damage on the tracks. Okay. Interesting. He used all of his heavy ammo. So did he. Okay. So yeah, but when we put 2 P shells into it, I'm not sure which one it was, but either one, it did not seem to do much in the way of damage. Which is, I think it's this one. Okay, so they have taken casualties. Look, here we've got a 5-man crew. Whereas here we didn't. So we killed a couple of people, but unfortunately that was it. Meanwhile, what have they got? Yeah, so there's the empty machine gun one, fully operational 37mm. There's the 37mm that we took out. So we should have one other somewhere. Oh no, the one we blew up. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct, yeah. Actually, was the one we took out, was that a 37 or a 75? Well, that was a 75. I think. No, that's 75 there. Yeah, short barrel 75. Okay, yeah. It was a 37 we took out. Meanwhile, they've got a tiny amount of infantry scattered. Some engineers, headquarters. Is this the team that took out? Yeah. Panzerschreck, good job from him. Grumble, grumble. And I'm surprised they didn't have more infantry back here, but I suppose they've just been moving everyone forward. One enemy casualty, one enemy casualty. I'm interested to see some of our ones. Oh man, this tank, 16 casualties in the Bren. He did frustratingly well. 13 casualties and 1 carry for him. Only 4 for you. I want to look at... is it still alive? Or did it die? I'm now struggling with my own memory. Where is... Ah, it's you. That's right. I ended up running you away because I didn't want you to get shot. Oh no, it's not this one. Oh, sorry, I'm linked for the MG that was in support. I know one of them came to an untimely end, but I thought the other one had managed to pull back. But I guess not. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was interested to see how well they had done. Yes, so you look at some of the... Yeah, so artillery was... I mean, okay, it might have caused infantry casualties, but felt like it was a lot less effective than it could have been. Although, I take that back. Oh boy, do I take that back. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it didn't take out armor, but yes, it did a good job for us there. Okay. So it did have some effect. That's good to know. And then, the other thing I wanted to look at was what they did have over this side. So they did bring a reasonable number of units, actually. Kind of 3 squads. Yeah, so kind of most of an infantry platoon, but yeah, did not make much in the way of headway. These guys got chomped to pieces fairly well between our artillery and our machine guns. So pretty happy with that. So yeah, there we go, a major victory. Shocked, to be honest, absolutely shocked. This dude got 16 kills. He's he did a lot of damage over here. Oh, that came to an untimely end. I did not see that happen. Never mind. But I'm pretty satisfied with how that ended. I made this scenario a lot harder for myself with the use of anti-tank guns and the loss of them early on. But I am pleased we managed to hold on. I'm still not convinced it's a major victory, but I'll certainly take it as a minor one. We held the bridge. You know, okay, they've got their armor, but they do not have the manpower to push with it. So I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are, your experiences if you've done this one yourself. I will definitely be back with the next mission, so we're going to rejoin the 9th Cameronian Highlanders. Sorry, no, I've used to saying Highlanders, just the 9th Cameronians. And yeah, we'll have to pick up with them and see what the next phase of the Scottish Corridor will be. So I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I'll catch you all in the next one.